ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
An alarming new study on the Delta variant. The authors say we're just 4 mutations away from the virus making our existing shots ineffective. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Steve Atkinson has the night off. ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth on the study and why some local researchers are pushing back on these findings.
Our vaccines still work against the Delta variant, but the virus is constantly trying to find ways around them. And a team of scientists in Japan just outlined what it would take for Delta to fully escape. They took the Delta variant and added 4 mutations to its spikes. 3 of these are already common in other variants. Then, in lab experiments, they showed antibodies from the Pfizer vaccine could no longer stop this engineered virus. Their point was on boosters. The U.S. has stockpiled 100 million boosters using the original recipe of the mRNA vaccines. The Japanese team argues that if the virus keeps mutating this way, these original mRNA recipes may not be effective, and we should consider an updated recipe specific to Delta.
It's an interesting study, but one has to remember it's very artificial, right? So it's a virus that they made that's not out there.
Virologists at both UC San Francisco and UC San Diego told us this engineered virus might never emerge in nature. Sometimes a change in one part of the virus actually slows down another part.
The virus, every time that it does make a mutation, sometimes it means that those mutations just don't work very well in humans. So even though it might work well in the lab, doesn't necessarily mean that it works well in humans.
They noted these new experiments only looked at antibodies from the vaccine, not other defenses like T cells that can help keep mild infections from getting severe.
I think these experiments are useful, but we really need to take them with a grain of salt. And I don't think that these type of findings should ultimately scare the public.
In the real world, some patients with Delta have had 1 or 2 of these 4 mutations, but it's rare. A variant nicknamed Delta Plus has 1 of them. It's found in less than 1% of sequenced cases.
At the moment, we've seen that the vaccines are still working with the Delta variant, right? I was in the hospital working the other day, and everybody that I admitted to the hospital was not vaccinated.
A new CDC study found that after 4 months, the Pfizer vaccine remains 93% effective against hospitalizations from Delta, even though its overall efficacy against infections dropped to 53%. The researchers in Japan showed that mRNA vaccines tuned to the Delta variant were highly effective against their engineered supervirus, and vaccine makers are already working on these updated formulas. Pfizer previously said that clinical trials on them could start as early as this month, but that means the first boosters will likely be the old recipes, not the new ones. Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
Countries such as Israel are already rolling out boosters based on the original recipe, and the early results are promising. Doctors say the best way to prevent the virus from mutating is to get more people vaccinated. Here is a look at the latest numbers that came from the county in the last hour. The county has recorded more than 1,300 new cases in the past 24 hours. It's also recorded 8 more deaths, meaning 3,859 San Diegans have died from the virus. Local military bases are preparing to ramp up their vaccination efforts. Today, the Pentagon ordered all U.S. military to get vaccinated against COVID-19. In a memo, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says the vaccine is necessary to make sure the U.S. has a, quote, healthy and ready force. We spoke with the Marine Corps veteran who says vaccinations for service members is nothing new.
In my 30-plus years in the military, we received countless vaccines, everything from yellow fever to anthrax. And I don't see this as a departure from what the military has done for at least decades.
The Navy expects to do 7,000 vaccinations in San Diego every day. Loved ones are mourning the COVID death of a sheriff's deputy and retired CHP officer. As ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen tells us, he was waiting on a vaccine because he believed he had already survived COVID.
Matt Gibbs first felt sick in late July.
He had a fever early on and coughing.
Sister-in-law LaDonna Palega says Gibbs tested positive for COVID, and about a week later, he was admitted into the hospital with trouble breathing. A day later, he was placed on a ventilator.
It was a roller coaster the entire time that he was in.
After nearly 3 weeks, Gibbs, a husband and father of 4, passed away at the age of 55.
Our family's devastated.
Palega calls Gibbs
Hilarious. He was a big kid.
a loving family man who was passionate about law enforcement. He was a CHP officer for 3 decades before retiring in 2017. His humor shining in 1994 when Tonight Show host Jay Leno featured Gibbs in a ride-along segment. In 2019, Gibbs became a deputy with the Sheriff's Department and recently worked at the Vista Courthouse. He loved to serve.
Favorite thing about the job was just to be able to interact with people and help people.
Palega says during the pandemic, Gibbs was diligent about wearing a mask. She says he wasn't vaccinated because he believed he had contracted COVID earlier in the year, although he hadn't been tested.
I believe he intended to get the vaccine. You know, he was kind of seeing if it was going to be FDA approved. And I think he wasn't in a rush about it because he thought in his mind that he had it.
Palega now urging others to continue treating the pandemic seriously, be it masks or vaccines.
Take in all the information that's out there and make the best decision for yourself and for your family.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
Gibbs had no underlying conditions. He was planning on retiring after a few more years in the Sheriff's Department. You can stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store. A group of local students and their families are still trapped in Afghanistan. We first told you about the children from Cajon Valley School District on Monday. And now, as ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena reports, Congressman Darrell Issa's office is stepping in.
Trapped in Afghanistan. That's the reality for a group of students and their families from Cajon Valley School District who went to the country over summer break to visit loved ones, but then weren't able to get a flight out after the Taliban took control.
They're feeling very a worry, and they're in a very hard time.
Freydoun Hashimi is part of a team of community liaisons that works with immigrant and refugee families in the district. Since August 16th, they've been trying to help the roughly 24 students and 16 parents get back to the U.S. and return to school.
That's where we're at right now, is just that constant communication with him and them and the families, and trying to figure out what that looks like as far as a solution.
The effort now has the support of Congressman Darrell Issa. His office issued a statement reading in part, he is doing everything he can to push those in charge to take emergency action, and they should by now be very aware that he's on this case. We believe that we have made a significant difference, but there is still work to be done to make sure everyone gets home safely. At this point, Hashimi says everyone is safe, but eager to leave as they'd originally planned.
It was a big shock for everybody. So because our families went there to visit their other families, and they never know that it will happen like this. In 1 week, everything was changed.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
Congressman Issa's office says they are working with the State Department and the Pentagon, as well as contacts on the ground in Afghanistan. And you now have a new tool to help better prepare for earthquakes. Today, the county launched a new feature in the SD emergency app. Shake Ready SD taps into the Shake Alert system. That system uses seismic sensors across the state to alert people seconds before an earthquake with a magnitude 4.5 or higher, or a shake intensity of 3 or greater.
Those few seconds can make the difference between pulling under an overpass, being near a glass window, or finding a safe place to be.
Even after the shaking ends, the app will provide notifications about evacuation routes and other information. That app is free to download. The county registrar says more than 300,000 San Diegans have returned their recall ballots so far. Governor Gavin Newsom has been urging Democrats to vote no and then ignore question number 2 about a replacement. But there's another Democrat running who says that's a bad idea. because it would help elect a Republican if Newsom is recalled. Today, Kevin Pathrath joined us live on ABC 10 News at 11 a.m. He says Democrats should hedge their bets by voting for him, even if they also vote against the recall.
It doesn't make sense to vote no or to leave the second part of the ballot blank. So we are voting for the best backup Democrat. What Democrats want to maintain Democratic power in California. I'm going to bring moderate solutions, JFK style, where we invest in Californians and then eventually lower taxes. That's what JFK did. I'm not far left. I'm not far right. I'm 51-49.
Tonight, Pathrath is debating for the first time against Republicans John Cox, Kevin Faulconer, and Kevin Kiley. For a complete guide to the recall election, go to 10news.com/vote.